second down, Mike, living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. He'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. They'll stick with him again. And good hard running will get him down. Close to a first down. Might be a yard short. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. The ball comes out, and the defense has it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
Now a handoff. Jones. And he'll bring this up to the 48-yard line, and that's a first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
On the give, it's Jones. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Now, Jackson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And the Vikings are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 14 and a first down. Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. Again, it's Jackson. They're two. To the goal line and in. Roy Franklin. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's his second touchdown of the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession two. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. Quick throw, taken in. Down the right sideline. And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. A gain of 69 yards. So after the big play to start, now we have first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain. They'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal. They bring Chase in motion. Daniels to throw on second down. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
From the 2-yard line yet again, what can they do on third and goal? Third and goal. It's Daniels. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's fourth down.
You could tell that this defense was ready for this exact play call. They know that they're going to give their quarterback a chance both through the air and on the ground with his legs. They do a nice job stopping him short of the goal line to force fourth down.
And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff him on fourth down. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. Second and 7. They run it once more with Jones. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down. Tight end going in motion here. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 7-0 is our score. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. They'll come up here, first and 10. Play action now. Jackson. He'll tuck it and take off.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
on the ground now with Jones. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down.
No, we changed it.
Jackson looking to throw. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Jackson now on 2nd down. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On the handoff, Jones. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
Again, it's Jones. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Wow, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
On play action, here's Jackson. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On 2nd down, it's Daniels. This one complete right side. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
This pass defense, it just has to be better than this, Mike. They have to do a better job accounting for everybody in their coverages. They have to play their defense exactly according to the plan. Because if not, this quarterback has enough weapons, he can spread the ball out and find the open space.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Comeback route, and he's got it. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a 1st down. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride.
The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown, Washington.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Slot man in motion left. Jackson now to throw on first down. Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Now, faking the give. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Second down, Jackson. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. To the air one more time with Jackson. He'll try to run for it. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. So, one touchdown apiece for our two teams. 7-7 on the board here at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. A touchdown apiece, 7-7 the score as we begin half number 2. This taken around the 11.
The Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On first down, Daniel. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Throwing on second down, Daniel.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here's a third down and 4. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Daniels now on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. What can they do here on third down and 7? From the shotgun, it's Daniel. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
You know, Mike, I like the early aggressive play call to start this second half. I think anytime you find yourself in a tie ball game, you want to be the team that strikes next. In this case, it backfires. They have the turnover. Now it's their defense that's taking the field, and they're going to have to come up with a stop and keep this game all squared up.
And he's out of bounds, but not until he gets inside the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Up the middle, here's Jones. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. This is Jones. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
On first and 10, Jackson. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's close to another first down. This is brought down just shy of the marker.
Brings up second and 2 at the 3-yard line.
They look to run with Jones. And that'll give them a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short. Play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They'll run it here with Jones. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Again, it'll be Jones. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up third and goal. They'll try and run. It's Jones. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Vikings. So on third and goal, they run it in. Sometimes, Greg, that's 4-down territory. They didn't need to do it on fourth down. Taking care of it on the third down for the touchdown.
Yeah, when you find yourself down here this close, Mike, you have to finish these drives off. I'm with you. I think he was going to give his back 2 shots there to punch it in, but he only needed 1.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He'll grab it at the 12. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Daniels. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Now he takes off. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs.
Play action. Here's Daniels. And that time, the pressure too much. He'll go down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. You've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
3rd and long, and here's Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Play action now. Jackson. His throw left side is complete. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line.
14, Commanders 7.
Now Jones. Lots of space. Past the 45. Down the sideline. Inside the 25. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout bust. Touchdown, Minnesota. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A return coming from the 14. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
They're on the 32-yard line.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Here's Daniels. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain. Third and 6. They'll throw with Daniels. Oh, a loose football. The Vikings have got it. And there it is. The defense comes up with the big play, forcing the fumble as they get their offense right back on the field. Coming up, Greg, with a big turnover.
Taking the ball away, Mike, has really become an art form in the NFL. Some teams are good at it, some teams not so much. But in this case, great job by the defense taking that one away.
On play action, here's Jackson. And he's in. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Vikings. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. These scores have to be a relief to this team, Greg. Looking at going 0-3 instead, a fourth quarter lead, and it looks like win number 1 is on the way.
Absolutely, and at this stage of the season, still being early, this is about as close to a must-win as it gets. Historically, teams that avoid 0-3 starts by getting back to 1-2, the likelihood of them being in that playoff picture is drastically different. So, big win today when they needed it the most.
Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. Here's Jones. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
They motion a receiver right. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Putting the tight end in motion. Jones now on 1st and 10. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. A run. It's Jones. Here's 3rd and 2. And he is close to the pylon, but they say he's not in. But he's got the next best thing. No touchdown, but a 1st down. It's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown, Minnesota. 3 touchdowns in this one. He now has 7 for the year. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts at the 13. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. They'll begin here on the ground. Took that one outside, waiting for that cutback lane, but it never developed. No gain on the carry. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. Here's 3rd and 7. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. They'll go play action here with Daniels. He'll let this go towards the end zone. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. It's 2nd down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
Here comes 3rd and 6. They'll try to get this one on the ground. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal. Throwing now, Daniel. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. They've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here.
To the pylon, he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. That's his second touchdown tonight. And he missed it. Missed the extra point. No good. And the score remains the same. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson. A dive and a catch. Incredible. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. To the right side. This is Jones. And that one not going to net too much. He'll get this down to the 31. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it once more with Jones. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They run straight ahead with Jones. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.